Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayat Nasta Prayeshu Avadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhaktaniष्ठिके Mudghanatimirandasya Gnananjanadakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkrupatam Vande Sri Gurum Dinataram Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanya Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srimasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamiham Dadati Swapadantikam Shri Rupa Goswami Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 22. Four Kumaras instructing Prutu Maharaj, or arrival of four Kumaras, let's say 422. Prutu Maharaj meeting with four Kumaras, that's the title. Verse number 3. This essence of this verse is the eagerness, the enthusiasm in devotion service, eagerness to hear, eagerness to receive the spiritual master, sadhus, mahatmas, advanced devotees. So that is the main aspect here. Tad darshana udgatan pranan प्रत्यादिस्तोरिवोत्थितः सा सदस्यानुगो वैन्या इन्द्रियेषु गुणानिव तद्दर्शनमुद्गतान् प्राणान् प्रत्यादिस्तोरिवोत्थितः सा सदस्यानुगो वैन्या इन्द्रियेषु गुणानिव तद्दर्शनमुद्गतान् प्राणान् प्रत्यादित्योरिवोत्थितः सा सदस्यानुगो वैन्या इन्द्रियेषु गुणानिव tat him darshana seeing udgatan being greatly desired pranan life pratyaditsu peacefully going iva like uttita got up sa with sadasya associates or followers anuga officers vainya king prutu indriya isha living entity a living entity Gunan Iva, as influenced by the modes of the material nature. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shukopad Ki Jai. Seeing the four Kumaras, Pruta Maharaj was greatly anxious to receive them. Therefore, the king with all his officers very hastily got up, as anxiously as a conditioned soul whose senses are immediately attracted by the modes of the material nature. Seeing the four Kumaras, Prutu Maharaj was greatly anxious to receive them. Therefore, the king, with all his officers, very hastily got up, as anxiously as a conditioned soul, whose senses are immediately attracted by the modes of the material nature. Purport by Prabhupada. In Bhagavad Gita 3.27, Karma Yoga, it is said, Prakrute kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasaha ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. Every conditioned soul is influenced by a particular mixture of the modes of material nature. As such, the conditioned soul is attracted to certain types of activity which he is forced to perform because he is completely under the influence of the material nature. Here, Buddha Maharaj is compared to such a conditioned soul, not because he was a conditioned soul, but because he was so anxious to receive the Kumaras that it was as if without them he would have lost his life. The conditioned soul is attracted by the objects of sense gratification. His eyes are attracted to see beautiful things. His ears are attracted to hear nice music. His nose is attracted to enjoy the aroma of nice flavor. His tongue is attracted to taste nice food. Similarly, all his other senses, his hands, his legs, his belly, his genital, his mind, etc., are so susceptible to the attraction of the objects of enjoyment that he cannot restrain himself. Putha Maharaj, in the same way, could not restrain himself from receiving the four Kumaras who were bright by dint of their spiritual progress. And thus, not only himself but also his officers and associates all received the four Kumaras. It is said, birds of the feather flock together. In this world, everyone is attracted by a person of the same category. A drunkard is attracted to persons who are also drunkards. Similarly, saintly person is attracted by other saintly persons. Puthu Maharaj was in the topmost position of spiritual advancement, and as such, he was attracted by the Kumaras who are of the same category. It is said, therefore, that a man is known by his company. So, we'll start with the prayers, nice, beautiful prayers, and then we'll understand this. Pala Govardhananatha Vishnu Jihve Pivasvatamrutam Etadeva Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. O tongue, drink only this nectar of names of Sri Krishna, the dearmost of Srimad Radharani, the Lord of Gokula, Gopala, Lord of Govardhana, Vishnu, Govinda, Damodara, and Madhava. श्रीनाथ विश्वेश्वर विश्वमूर्ते श्रीदेवकी नंदन दैत्य सात्रो जिह्वे विवस्वामृतम् एतदेव गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति. Srinatha, Lord of the universe, Form of the universe, beautiful son of Devaki, O enemy of the demons, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. This is the eagerness to receive and hear. गोपीपते कंसत्रिपो मुकुन्द लक्ष्मीपते केशव वासुदेव जिह्वे पिबस्व अमृतम् एतदेव गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति. Lord of the Gopis, enemy of Kamsa, Mukunda, husband of Lakshmi Devi, Keshava, son of Vasudeva, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. गोपी जनाह्लादकर व्रजेश गोचारणारण्यकृतप्रवेश जिह्वे पिबस्वामृतम् एतदेव गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति. O you who give bliss to the gopis, the Lord of Vraja, you who have entered the forest for herding the cows, O Govinda, O Damodara, O Madhava, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. प्राणेश विश्वम्भरकैटभारे वैकुण्ठनारायणचक्रपाणे जिह्वे पिबस्वामृतम् एतदेव गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति. O Lord of my life, upholder of the universe, of foe of Kaitaba, Vaikuntha, Narayana, holder of Sudarshan Chakra, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. हरे मुरारे मधुसूदना आद्य श्रीराम सीतावर रावणारे जिह्वे प्रभास्वामृतम् एतदेव गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति. O Lord Hari, enemy of Mura, Madhusudana, Sri Rama, dearmost of Sita, enemy of Ravana, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, O tongue, just drink this nectar. Sri Yadaveena Dradi Dharam Bhujaksha Gogopa Gopi Sukadhana Daksha Jihve Pivaswam Brutam Etadiva Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. O best of the Yadus, O bearer of Govardhana Hill, O lotus side expert in giving happiness to the cows, the Gopas, the Gopis, Govinda Damodara Madhava, O tongue, please just drink this nectar. धाराम्बर उत्तारणगोपवेश विहारलीलाकृतबन्धुशेष जिह्वे विवस्वामृतमेतदेव गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति. O uplifter of the earth's burdens in the guise of a cowherd boy, O Lord of sportive pastimes in which Ananta Sesha has become your brother, O Govinda, O Damodara, O Madhava, O my tongue, just drink this nectar. बकी बका अगासुरदेनुकारे केशी तृणावर्त विघात दक्ष जिह्वे पिबस्वामृतमेतदेव गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति. O enemy of Baki, Putana, Bakasura, Aghasura, Denuka, O Lord who expertly smashed Keshi and Trinavarta, O tongue, just drink this nectar, Govinda Damodara Madhava. श्री जानकी जीवन रामचंद्र निशाचरारे भरताग्रजेश जिह्वे पिबा स्वामृतमेतदेव गोविंद दामोदर दामोदवेति. O Ramachandra, O life and soul of the beautiful daughter of Janaka Maharaj, enemy of night roving demons, O elder brother of Bharata, O my tongue, just drink this nectar, Govind Damodara Madhava. नारायणानंत हरे नृसिंह प्रह्लाद बादाहर हे कृपालो जिह्वे विभास्व अमृतम एतदेव गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति. O Lord Narayana, Ananta, Hari, Nrsimhadeva, remover of the afflictions of Prahlada, O merciful Lord, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, O my tongue, simply drink this nectar. लीला मनुष्याकृति राम रूप प्रताप दासीकृत सर्वभूप जिह्वे विभा स्वामृतम एतदेव गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति. O Lord, who assumed the man-like form of Rama, who by dint of your prowess turned all the other kings into your servants, O Govinda, O Damodara, Madhava, O tongue, just drink this nectar. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Jihve Bhivaswamritameta Deva Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Sri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari, O Lord Narayana Vasudeva, O tongue, please drink this, only this nectar, Govinda Damodara Madhava. भक्तं समर्थोऽपि न वक्ति कश्चित् अहो जनानां व्यसनाभिमुख्यं जिह्वे पिबस्वामृतमेतदेव Govinda Damodar Madhavet. Even though anyone is able to chant, still no one does. Alas, how determined people are for their own undoing. O tongue, just drink the nectar of these names, Govinda Damodar Madhava. Iti Sri Bilvamangala Acharya Virachitam Sri Govinda Damodar Stotram. So this is compiled by Bilamangal Thakur, great Acharya of our Bhakti line. Beautiful prayers sung in great attachment, great eagerness to Lord Krishna. He was so much attracted. So श्री चैतन्य समार कृपाल वदान्य भक्त वत्सल ना देखी त्रिगत त्रिजगते अन्य. All sane men within these three worlds certainly accept the conclusion that no one is more merciful and magnanimous than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that no one is as kind as to his devotees. श्रद्धा करी यही लीला सुने भक्त गणा इहार प्रसाद पैबा चैतन्य चरण. All devotees should hear about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime with faith and love. By the grace of the Lord, one can thus attain the shelter of his lotus feet. अद्भुत दयालु चैतन्य अद्भुत वदान्य ऐचे दयालु दात लोके नाही सुनि आया. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is wonderfully merciful and wonderfully magnanimous. We have heard no one else within this world so merciful and so charitable. Now I think partner time is coming up. So now the pastime is also starting. Deha vyase nitya krita kare samapana kale yahi kaila Jagannath darshana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his customary daily duties, and at the usual time he went to see Lord Jagannath at the temple. Yavat kala darshana karena gurudera pache prabhura आगे दर्शना करे लोकल लाके लाके. As he viewed Lord Jagannath from behind the Garuda column, hundreds of thousands of people in front of him were seeing the deity. Suddenly, a woman from Orissa, unable to see Lord Jagannath because of the crowd, climbed the column of Garuda, placing her foot on Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's shoulder. Udiya एक स्त्री विदे दर्शन ना पाना गरुड़ा चाड़ी देके प्रभुरा स्कंदे पादा दिया. देखिए गोविंद आस्ते व्यस्ते स्त्री के वज्जीला तारे नामाइला प्रभु गोविंद निषेधिला. When he saw this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu person servant, Govinda hastily got her down from her position. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, however, chastised him for this. We'll stop for a minute. Let's break the parna of Ekadasi, and then we'll continue. This is the most interesting, beautiful pastime. 6:15 to 6:19 is the parna. Just give me a few minutes, we can break. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Those who are the disciples of Jayapadagasam Guru Maharaj, they can chant श्री जयपटाक स्वामिन् दृढ़ आरोग्य सिद्ध्यर्थे इति श्री एकादशी महाव्रत पारण फल निवेदनमस्तु. So dedicating the 50% of the results of the auspicious results of observing the great vow of Ekadasi Vrata for the good health of Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. Ekadasi ki jai. Jagannath Mahaprasadam ki jai. Okay, we'll continue. Because the Garuda is the carrier of Lord Vishnu, he is the supreme Vaishnava. Therefore, to touch his body with one's feet or to climb the column of Garuda is certainly Vaishnava Aparadha, an offense to Vaishnava. The woman was also an offensive to Krishna by putting her foot on the shoulder of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Seeing all these offenses, Govinda very hastily made her got down. आदिवस्य यही स्त्री रे ना करे वर्जना करू का यथेष्ट जगन्नाथ दर्शन. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to Govinda, "Oh, Adivasya, uncivilized man, do not forbid this woman to climb the Garuda Stamba. Let her see Lord Jagannath to her satisfaction." आस्ते व्यस्ते श्री से नारे भूमेत नामीला Mahaprabhu देखी तांद्र चरण वंदीला. When the woman came to her senses, however, she quickly climbed back down to the ground and seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, immediately begged at his lotus feet for forgiveness. Seeing the woman's eagerness, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Lord Jagannath has not bestowed so much eagerness upon me." Purport by Prabhupada. The woman was so eager to see Lord Jagannath that she forgot. She was offending the feet of Vaishnava by climbing the column of Garuda. She also neglected to consider that by putting her foot on the shoulder of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, she offended the Supreme Personality of Godhead. These are both grievous offenses that displease the Supreme Lord and Vaishnavas. She was so eager to see Lord Jagannath, however, she committed all these offenses obliviously. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu praised her eagerness. He regretted that Lord Jagannath had not bestowed such great eagerness upon him. She has fully absorbed her body, mind, and life in Lord Jagannath. Therefore, she was unaware that she was putting her foot on my shoulder. Jagannath avishta ihara tanu mana prane mora skande pada diyache taho nahi jane. Aho bhagyavati yei vandi ihara paya ihara prasade aiche ati amara vahaya. Alas, how fortunate this woman is. I pray at her feet that she favored me with her great eagerness to see Lord Jagannath. How beautiful it is. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorifying such an eagerness, great eagerness, that she is not even thinking what's happening with her body, mind. She is completely so much absorbed. This kind of eagerness is very, very important in devotion service. As Rupa Goswami mentioned, Utsaha Nishya Dharya Tat Tat Karma Pravartanat Sangat Tyago Sadhav Sadbir Bhakti Prasiddhyati. If you want to increase or one must have great enthusiasm, patience and determination. No matter what I want to chant, no matter what I want to hear, no matter what I want to read, no matter what I want to serve the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, no matter what I want to associate with devotees of Lord Krishna and serve them with great enthusiasm and great attachment. Purve asiye yava kaila Jagannatha darshana Jagannatha deke sakshat Vrajendra Nandan. Just previously, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had been seeing Lord Jagannath as Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda in person. Swapnera darshana avesi tadrupa hilamana yahan tahan deke sarvatra murali vadana. Becoming fully absorbed in that vision, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had assumed the mood of the gopis, so much so that everywhere he looked, he saw only Krishna standing with his flute to his lips. Eva yadi स्त्री रे देखी प्रभुरा बाह्य हिला जगन्नाथ सुभद्रा बलरामेर स्वरूप देखिला. After seeing the woman, the Lord's external consciousness returned. He saw the original deity forms of Lord Jagannath, Subhadra, and Lord Balaram. When he saw the deities, Lord Chaitanya thought he was seeing Krishna in Kurukshetra. He wondered, have I come to Kurukshetra? Where is Vrindavana? प्राप्त रत्न हरण ऐसे व्याघ्र हैला विषण हना Prabhu Nija Vasa Haila. Lord Chaitanya grew very much agitated like a person who has just lost a recently acquired jewel. Then he became very morose and returned home. See, that is a great eagerness. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is instructing all of us how much eagerness one must have to see the Lord and serve the Lord and hear about the Lord, as Sri Prabhupada mentions in Srimad Bhagavatam. In the seventh canto, 10th chapter, 46 verse. Ya etat punyam akyanam Vishno viryo upabhramitam gitaye sraddhaya sutva karma pasair vimuchyate. One who hears and chants the narration about the omnipotence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu is certainly liberated from material bondage without fail. Prabhupada mentioned that Shraddhaya, with great faith, Kirtaya chants and repeats, and Srutva, properly hearing, attentively hearing, Karma Pasi, automatically, all our bondage to the material conditioning, all our miseries, everything will be cut to pieces by simply taking the shelter of the holy name, taking the shelter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, all these. And Prabhupada narrates one pastime also in this context of the great faith and enthusiasm. तस्य तदानामनयो ज्ञानवैराग्ययुक्तया पश्यन्ति आत्मनिजात्मानं भक्त्या श्रुत गृहीतया. By having this great faith towards the devotees, sadhus, how we can automatically see the real self, the soul, and also see the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So Prabhupada mentions, here is the qualification. What is that qualification? Tat Shraddhadhana. One must be first of all faithful. Shraddhadhana. He must be very much eager to see God. Actually, not that as a proclivity, frivolous thing. Can you show me God? A magic, just like God is a magic. No, he must be very serious. Yes, if there is God, we have seen, we have informed about God, so I must see. There is a story in this connection. It is very instructive. Try to hear. One professional reciter was reciting about Bhagavata, and he was describing that Krishna being very highly decorated with all jewels. He is sent for tending the cows in the forest. So there was a thief in that meeting. So he thought that why not then go to Vrindavan and plunder this boy? He's in the forest with so many valuable jewels. I can go there and catch the child and take all the jewels. That was his intention. So he was very serious. I must find out this boy, then in one night I shall become millionaire. So much jewelry. So he went there, but his qualification was that I must see Krishna. That is anxiety, that eagerness made it possible that in Vrindavana he saw Krishna. He Krishna saw in the same way he was informed by Bhagavata reader. Then he saw, oh, you are so nice boy, Krishna. So he began to flatter. He thought that by flattering I shall take all the jewels. When he proposed his real business, so I may take some of your these ornaments, you are so rich. He said, no, 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 no. You, my mother will be angry. I cannot. Krishna is laughing as child. So he became more and more eager for Krishna. And then by Krishna's association, he has already become purified. Then at last Krishna said, all right, you can take. Then he became a devotee immediately. Because by Krishna's association, so some way or the other, एव तेन प्रकारेण मनः कृष्णं निषेवयेत्. As Narada Prabhupada quotes that verse again. Somehow or the other, we have to become attached to Krishna. But obviously, it should be favorable. To anukulyasya sankalpa. We shouldn't go for like the Kamsa and Ravana and others, as Isupal, in unfavorable, which is out of envy, out of jealousy, out of other unwanted things. That is a pratikulasya vivajjanam. We have to give up that kind of attachment to Krishna in a wrong way. So somewhere or the other, we should come in contact with Krishna, somewhere or the other, then we will be purified. Kamat, Bayat, Veshat, just like the gopis came to Krishna being captivated by his beautiful features. They were young girls and Krishna was so beautiful. So actually they came to Krishna being lusty. But this is not a ordinary material lust. But Krishna is so pure that they became first class devotee. There is no comparison of their devotion because they loved Krishna with heart and soul. That is a qualification. They loved so much Krishna that they didn't care for family reputation when they were young when they were going at dead of night. Krishna's flute was there and they are all fleeing. Their father, their brother, their husband. Where you are going? Where are you going? In this dead of night, they didn't care. They neglected their children, family, everything. We must go to Krishna. This is required. We must be very, very eager so that many gopis who are forcibly stopped going to Krishna, they lost their life. Just see how much eager they are. So this is eagerness is wanted. Then you can see God. Either you become lusty or a thief or a murderer or whatever it may be, somewhere or the other, if you develop this eagerness that I must see Krishna, then Krishna will be seen. So first thing is how much eager you are to see Krishna. Krishna will respond. If you are actually eager to see Krishna, it is the reason may be different. Either you are lusty or to steal his ornament or some or the other. You become attracted to Krishna. Then your business is successful. Rupa Goswami has advised that he is in a poetry. It is on the matter of the gopis talking. One gopi is advising another gopi that my dear friend, Smeran Chandrakena Vamsi Nasya अथा अदर उज्ज्वलम चंद्रकेन केसी तीर्थोपकंते गोविंदाख्यम न मा प्रेक्षिता Asta yadi sake bandhu sange asti ranga. The idea is that one gopi is advising another gopi. My dear friend, there is one boy. His name is Govinda. He's standing on the bank of the Yamuna near Kesi Ghat. He's playing on his flute. He's so beautiful that especially during full moon night, please do not go there. Why? Now, because if you got intention to enjoy this material world with your family members, wife, children, husband, please do not go there. Smeran Bangi Traya Parichitam Sachi Vistirna Drishtim Bangi Traya. Krishna always stands in three curved way with his flute. That is Krishna Tribhanga Murari. Tribhanga, three places. Smeran Bangi Traya Parichitam Sachi Vistirna Drishtim Ma Prekshita Astava Sake Yadi Bandhu Sange Sri Ranga. If you think that you will enjoy more in your life in this material, then you do not go there. You do not go there. The idea is that if you my dear Lord, I don't want anything. Dhruv Maharaj is mentioning, proposing. I don't want to. When Dhruv Maharaj went to see Krishna to get the kingdom of his father, but when he saw Krishna, Vishnu offered, now whatever benediction you want, you take. He said, Swamin Krutardo Asmin Varam Nayachi. My dear Lord, I have no more any desire. That is Krishna seeing. That if you want to see Krishna for some business, that I shall see Krishna. Just like, of course, if you are eager to see Krishna, the motive may be different, but somehow or the other duty or eagerness, you will see Krishna. That is the qualification. Krishna Bhakti Rasabhavitamati Kriyatam Api Labhyate Tatra Lolyam Ekala Mulyam. One must be have that intense greed to see Krishna. And Krishna is so beautiful, so magnanimous, so mischievous. My dear friend, this dramatic actor appears like a second form of my own self, like a picture. He displays my pastimes as a coward boy, overflowing with wonderfully attractive sweetness and his fragrance, which are so dear to damsels of Raja. When I see such a display, my heart becomes greatly excited. I long for such pastime, desire form just exactly like that of Raja. One instance of Vasudeva's attraction to Krishna occurred when Vasudeva saw Gandharva dance at Mathura. Another instance occurred in Dwaraka when Vasudeva was surprised to see a picture of Krishna, who manifests an abundance of sweetness greater than mine, which has never been experienced before and which causes wonder to all. Alas, I myself, my mind bewildered upon seeing this beauty, impetuously desired to enjoy it like Srimati Radharani. This verse was spoken by Vasudeva in Dwaraka, also recited by Rupa Goswami. This is the attraction by one who sees the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna as per in three-bended form. That's it. One who is attracted and attached to that kind of form. Saundarya, Aishwarya, Madhurya, Vaidagda, Vilas of Rajendra Nandane, Iha, Ahaika Vilas. When one compares the beauty, the opulence, the sweetness, the intellectual pastimes of Vasudeva, the warrior, the Krishna, the cohort boy, son of Nanda Maharaj, one sees that Krishna's attributes are more pleasant. That is Rajendra Nanda Krishna. गोविंदेर माधुरी देखी वासुदेवे क्षोभा से माधुरी आस्वादिते उपजया लावा. Indeed, Vasudeva was agitated just to see the sweetness of Govinda, and transcendental greed awakens in him to enjoy that sweetness. So that's how he became so much attracted by simply seeing Krishna. He doesn't want to do anything else. So just by seeing Krishna. Um, Now we see that great eagerness the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also exhibiting in his when he met his spiritual master. So yes, now we'll see that. अश्रुधारा वहे दुई श्री पद्म नयने लोम हर्ष कंप हिला चरण दर्शने. As the Lord looked at those lotus feet of Yeshwapuri, tears flowed from his eyes. His hair stood and he began shivering. Lord Gaurachandra then began to manifest ecstatic devotion service. The Ganges emanated from these two lotus feet. The servants of the Lord constant keep the lotus feet in their heart. These lotus feet are most enchanting on the bed of Ananta. Oh, fortunate souls, now see the same lotus feet here. Hearing the glories of the Lord's lotus feet from the Brahmana, the Lord became absorbed in ecstatic love. So that time, Iswarpuri walks in by the divine will of the Supreme Lord. At that moment, Sri Iswarpuri arrived at that place. On seeing Iswarpuri, Sri Gaurachandra respectfully offered him obeisance. Yeshwarpuri was also delighted to see Gaurachandra and he happily embraced him. In that ecstasy of meeting each other, they became both soaked with tears of love. The Lord said, my journey to Gaya became successful the moment I was able to see your lotus feet. Mana tumi tirde sada rata, Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kasi, Kanchi, Avanitiya, Dharavati, Arayachayata. My dear mind, you are always attached to different holy places of pilgrimage such as Ayodhya, Mathura, Haridwar, Kasi, Kanchi, Avanti, Dwaraka. You want to travel to all these holy places of pilgrimage again and again for the sake of obtaining liberation, but it is clear that your heart is not becoming resolutely fixed by going to all these places. Therefore, all of your wanderings are simply useless labor. तीर्थपाद साधु संगे अंतरंग श्री कृष्ण भजन मनोहर यथा साधु तदा तीर्थ स्थिर करी निज चित्त साधु संग करा निरंतर. The real benefit of visiting any holy places is to achieve the association of the pure-hearted devotees of the Lord living there, establishing intimate and friendly relationship with such great souls. Let your heart be captivated by performing charming worship of Lord Krishna in their association. Whatever Lord's devotees are, wherever the Lord's devotees are living, that place becomes a place of pilgrimage. Therefore, you should become fixed by constantly remaining in the company of such devotees. Yat tirde Vaishnava nai, sei tirde nai yati, ki lava antiya dura desha. Yataya Vaishnava gana, sei sthana vrindavana, sei sthane ananda sesha. I never visit any so-called place of pilgrimage that is devoid of presence of unalloyed devotees. For what benefit is gained by walking into such distant places? Wherever there are devotees, that place is actually Vrindavana. Only then one can find unlimited spiritual pleasure. कृष्ण भक्ति यही स्थाने मुक्ति दासी सेई खाने सलीला तथाय मंदाकिनी गिरि तथा गोवर्धना भूमि तथा वृंदावना आविर्भूत अपनी ह्लादिनी. Liberation personified is herself. The humble maid servant of the places that are surcharged with devotion to Krishna. All the waters at the place is celestial Ganga. Every hill there is Govardhana, and very earth is indeed Vrindavan. Only such a place can manifest the eternal spiritual joy which is revealed by Lord's pleasure potency. Vinoda Kahiche by Brahmiya Ki Phala Pai Vaishnava Sevana Mora Virat. I ask you now, dear brother, what benefit would I get by circumambulating all holy places of pilgrimage? Personally, my vow is to serve the Vaishnavas with firm resolution and untiring endeavor. Tirtha pinda dile sei nistare pitrugana seha yare pinda deya tare sei jana. Tuma dekile matra koti pitrugana sei kshane sarva bandhu pai vimochan. If one offers oblation to forefathers in a holy place, then the forefathers are delivered. But one delivers only he to whom the oblations were offered. By seeing you, by seeing Iswarapuri, however, millions of forefathers are immediately freed from the material bondage. Therefore, the holy places are not equal to you, for you purify even the holy places. भवद्विधा भागवत तीर्थ भूता स्वयं विभो तीर्थ कुर्वन्ति तीर्थानि स्वान्ता स्वेन गदावृता. My Lord, devotees like you, good self, are verily holy places personified because you carry the personality of Godhead within your heart. You turn all places into places of pilgrimage. Please deliver me from the ocean of material existence. I surrender myself unto you. You can see that how much eagerness Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing. What eagerness one must have. And this is eagerness Narottam Das Thakur also singing in his bhajan. And then we will stop with this bhajan. Jay Anilo Prema Dhana Karuna Prachur Heno Prabhu Kota Gila Acharya Thakur कहाँ मोरा स्वरूप रूपा कहाँ सनातन कहाँ दास रघुनाथा पतिता पावन कहाँ मोरा बटा युगा कहाँ कबीरा एक काले कोता गिला गौरा नटारा पासाने कुटीवो माता अनाले पासीवो गौरांगे गुणेरा निधि कोटा गिला पावो से सभा संगीरा संगे जे कैलो विलास से संग ना पाया कांदे नरोत्तमदास संगा ना पाया कांदे नरोत्तमदास. Very hard to sing. This is such a deep ecstatic and emotion of unrelenting experience of Narottam Das Thakur in great separation from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his exalted personalities, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami is crying. Tears are flowing in ecstasy. Sei Sanga Na Paya Kante Narottam Das. Jeyanilo Premadhana Karuna Prachu Hena Prabhu Kota Gila Acharya Thakur. We should read the translation and understand this. अश्लिषवां पादरतां पिनस्तु मां मर्महतां करोतु यथा तथा वातुलं पटो मत्प्राणनादस्तु स एव नामप्लः. Just like the gopis of Vrindavan are intense separation from Lord Krishna, just like Yasodamai didn't even open her eyes. As soon as Krishna left Vrindavana, she didn't want to see anything because if Krishna is not there, what will I see? It's simply waste of my time. So she didn't even want to open her eyes. And the gopis are also just lying, just staying, keeping their life just because if Krishna comes back and sees, then he cannot digest, he cannot live, he will be completely destroyed. So that's why they are simply living because of hoping that one day Krishna will come back and see them. So that is the intense separation. They are same in the same mood, same attitude, same intense eagerness. Narottam Das Thakur is singing when he came to Vrindavana, he couldn't find. When he came to Jagannath Puri, he couldn't find Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu nor his associates. Each time he was coming, searching for these personalities. Every time he couldn't find. They all left the planet. Same way Srinivas Acharya also couldn't had the same problem. He couldn't find. Then finally he met Jiva Goswami and he took shelter of Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami is much younger than the Rupa and Sanatan. They left by that time. So how much eagerness we can see. He who brought the treasure of divine love and was filled with compassion and mercy, whereas such a personality as Advaita Acharya gone, where are my Swarup Damodar, Swarupa Goswami, where is Sanatan, where is Raghunath Das, the savior of the fallen? Where are my Raghunath Bhatta and Gopal Bhatta? Where is Krishnadas Kaviraj? Where did Lord Gauranga, the great dancer, suddenly go? I will smash my head against the rock and enter into fire. Where will I find Lord Gauranga, the reservoir of all wonderful qualities? Being unable to obtain the association of Lord Gauranga, accompanied by all these devotees in whose association he performed his pastime, Narottam Das simply weeps. This is a real, genuine, ecstatic devotion. Narottam Das Thakur was blessed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu before even his birth. That that great personality is going to be born from this Ganga, Sveta Ganga. It became white. Narottam Das Thakur. So even when he gave up, he merged into Ganga. So he was a son of a great king, but yeah, he was so much attracted to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He left. He left his kingdom. He left everything, all the opulence. He just ran to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees, and he's the one who actually started the first Gaura Purnima festival, and where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and all the associates appeared. Even though they left the planet, they are not there anymore, but they all came and appeared because by his intense devotion, Lord personally appeared along with his associate. And the first Gaura Arati whenever in our temple we see Sandhya Arati, we call Gaura Arati 6 to 6:30 on Sundays. So that is the first Arati, first time the Gaur Purnima festival with Gaur Arati, everything. So much ecstatic pastime was happened by this eagerness and love of Narottam Das Thakur. He brought down the day the lordships. So when we have that kind of eagerness, as Sri Prabhupada is mentioning in the previous pastime, that then we can see the Lord, then we can see the pure devotee, then we can have associate. When we have that intense eagerness, Paramatma seeing what intense eagerness we have, then it will manifest. Like Bellamangal Thakur has had that intense eagerness, so that's why immediately Lord Krishna manifested to him right in front of him. So that happens when for Srila Prabhupada also it happened in Jhansi. So 2 days or 3 days he didn't eat. He was completely doing kirtan. Lord Krishna personally appeared and gave the garland. 2 3 days he didn't speak to anybody. He was not eating, no sleeping, nothing. Just simply in that intense ecstasy. So for a pure devotee of the Lord, one who has this intense ecstatic emotions and attachment to Lord Krishna and to especially to his representatives, to his devotees, then automatically the Lord has no choice but to appear and give his mercy by seeing the intense devotion of his son or daughter, his servant of his servants. So he's ready to, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shown, that his mercy to all these personalities, Rupans, Nasiks, Goswamis, Advaita Acharya, is always eager to be with their association, serve them personally, even though Lord, He's Master and Lord, but He wants to serve because they have so much intense affection for Him, and the Lord wants to reciprocate always, want to garland them, want to feed them, want to put the sandalwood paste. These are loving exchanges in both ways. It's not one way. Loving exchange is always both ways. So that's what we can learn from this today's verse of four Kumaras. How much eagerness the Pruthi Maharaj had. He went out all the way to just to receive them. Intense eagerness he had because he knows, he understood that four Kumaras are not ordinary, highly elevated personalities. They just simply want to be as child, less than 5 years old, or they never want to grow. So that's why Lord gave blessing that stay where you are. Brahma became angry because they didn't want to marry and create procreation, but they were very happy. They didn't care. Narayana Parasarve Kotastham people others. They don't care. One who is attached to Krishna, whatever some may curse, some may do so many things, some may chastise, uh, so many things that people may do, but they are not interested. They are not morose or agitated with any of that because their internal focus is on Krishna. They want what his spiritual master is saying. That they want what Guru is saying. They want what Krishna is saying. That's all they care about. They don't care anything else. As gopis ran to Krishna, they didn't care anything else. So that is the intensity of the devotion. Stop here already 6:43. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Gandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam.